How's it going, everybody? We are back today with another harsh reality reaction, guys. He actually has named this one the Idaho killer, leaving VIA in front of the door. Now, a lot of us had the suspicion of him coming in the keypad door or the numeric code door, or whatever you want to call it. That did not happen because the two survivors was in there, guys. But the sliding glass doors up top, everybody's had the same suspicions, and now it's actually confirmed. I do believe that that is actually the fact. Now, that is kind of out there, coincidental, or whatever you want to call it, guys, but 100% that I do believe they come through the back sliding glass doors on the second floor, guys. Anyways, first and foremost, love yourself, like yourself, be nothing but yourself. Like, subscribe to the channel, it's highly appreciated. Without further ado, guys, let's jump right into the video.
Information overload right now. So I'm going to split this into two videos because the chances are that something you want to know, something you already know, maybe you know more than what I do. But there'll be two videos today. But this one, we're just going to touch quickly on the front door. Now, over on Plunder, she covers this. She covers this case fantastically, but she gives a nod to a news report, possibly Fox News. Now, what they're saying is, look, a neighbor who they interviewed said that the front door of the property was open at around 8 to 8:30 a.m., which would have been the morning and a few hours prior to the bodies of the victims being found. Now, you think to yourself, what is the importance of the front door being open? And I think this gives you quite an insight into what happened in the house. Now, a lot of the focus has been on the rear sliding door. And I believe that the rear sliding door was point of entry. Because what you wouldn't find, I would bet my bollocks to a barn dance, is that the murderer would have gone into the house through the front door and left it wide open. I think what's happened is the person has gone into the rear of the house through the sliding door. He has then proceeded, or she, to go to his intended victim. And I still think that the intended victim here was either Madison or Kaylee. And I think that the fact the front door was found open plays heavily into, again, that order with which things happened. So let's talk on what we are pretty sure is right at the moment. And that is, look, we have 4 victims over 2 levels. Now, the upper level is where Kaylee and Maddie were. And what we're hearing is the victims upstairs, so Kaylee and Maddie, we're looking at Kaylee's injuries were the worst injuries. And then you've got Maddie beside her. These girls were in the same room together. That has been noted as well as the injuries by one of the parents. So,
Okay, I think what he's saying here, what he's getting at here, is that actually the upstairs was targeted first. So he's saying the killer comes in the back door, the back sliding glass doors, was the point of entry, comes in, goes upstairs to Kaylee and Maddie's room, and kills them first. But Kaylee is the one that sustains the most injuries. So that has been the theory of quite a bit of people, guys. But we have yet to tell that. The only way they could actually tell that is with blood splatter. And they could actually measure that. They could re-put together this 3D image of this whole place and tell who was stabbed first, how many times, and what else took place in this Idaho killing. Moscow, Idaho killing. So that's crazy. But who goes to say that the killer didn't go to the bottom, second floor, and kill the other 2 first? See, this is all speculations, guys. It's just crazy for the killer to go upstairs, and he knew other people was in the house too. That makes it all even more crazy at that point. So anyways, let's jump right back to the video.
So that is pretty credible evidence, or information, should I say. So the fact that we have one of the victims upstairs with the most injuries And it kind of gives a nod to a video that I did a few days ago where someone had said that the injuries were absolutely catastrophic. And I wonder whether they just got Kaylee and Madison round the wrong way, but the injuries were accurate. And, you know, I'm not going to go into those injuries again, but let's just say they were horrendous. But then you've got to think that the perpetrator has then gone down the stairs, and I believe that the people below, so Ethan and Xana, were roused by the noise upstairs. That's what I think. And Ethan had exited his bedroom. Or not his bedroom, Xana's bedroom. He didn't live there. He was staying over. He was staying with Xana, his girlfriend. And I believe that he's caught this person on the way out. Now, what does this tell you? Now, this is where, say, Ethan walks out of his room and he is met by a perpetrator who has gone upstairs and done what he's done. Now, he's got two options here, because he has the option to punch, kick, hit, ram him out the way and run out through that front door. He's obviously left in a hurry because he's left the door open. So he's left the door open. So that tells me that he was in a rush to get out of the property. It wasn't about quietly and slowly getting out, shutting the door behind to close off that scene. He was in a hurry. So why would he then choose to then kill Ethan and then go into the room and kill Xana? Because that's what I believe happened. And I'm not saying I'm right. What I'm saying is that's what seems to make sense. With all the information that we have, which, you know, is limited, and there could be a lot more to it.
And that makes sense, in a way. Now, my theory is this, guys. I'm speculating this whole thing just like everybody else is in this case, because we have no leads on this case at all. Killer comes in, the sliding glass doors. He actually kills the two in the second floor. Ethan and his girlfriend. Then goes upstairs, third floor, takes them out. But I don't think the killer goes back out the sliding glass doors. I don't. Because you go to tell me that the people in the first floor, if Ethan was found out the door, brutally stabbed, that door to the first floor isn't very far away. So the two survivors in the bottom half, the first part of the house, isn't going to hear that. Someone getting brutally stabbed. Enough to actually kill them. Yes, it only takes one fatal blow with a knife, but they was all stabbed multiple times. Why would you go upstairs first and then come down? Unless you had a hate crime. Which that very well could be the factor in this whole case. But one person with a knife kills 4 people, including fights off the boyfriend with a knife and kills him too. I don't think it's possible. I just don't. But that's my opinion again. Anyways, guys, that is my opinion. That is my theory. That is my speculations, guys. Let's jump right back to the video.
But the information that we have, I do believe this. I 100% believe that this is the order. I believe that Xana and Ethan were an afterthought. He had gone in through the back. He had done what he needed to do. He had gone down the stairs in order to leave, and the rest is history. Now, why didn't he go back out through the sliding door? There is that argument. It could be that he knew he had been heard. He heard himself that there was noise, there was something downstairs. Now, whether Ethan had come out and shouted up, but he made a decision to go downstairs and do what he did downstairs, or she. So let me know what you think. This seems to be, to me, what makes the most sense. Because why would somebody go in through the front door and leave it open? Does that make sense? I don't think that makes sense whatsoever. Now, would he have killed Ethan and Xana, then gone up and taken care of you know, the girls upstairs, then gone back and then gone out. I can't see that either. I see this being a cleaner situation if he's gone in through the sliding door and he's, you know, done what he's needed to do in that order. Now, I could be completely wrong. Hold on 1 second. Let's just check and make sure that... Oh, look, he is fast asleep. That's when he's at his safest. Or, well, not when he's at his safest, when everything around him is at its safest. Bless him. So, yeah, that's what I think. And I think that this, more than ever, points towards one of the girls upstairs being the victim. Now, does that then go hand in hand with the altercation at the food truck? Now, I know yesterday that we talked about the fact that names keep getting brought up, and they do. You know, I've heard that there's been an arrest around a mile away, and this person needs to be looked. I think he was arrested for voyeurism, and, you know, it's people get arrested every day. You know, this isn't that now we need to look at everyone who's being arrested around this, because I would think if someone had done this crime, then they would probably be laying their head down pretty low. I don't think that they would then be out to get themselves caught on a much lesser charge a few weeks down the track. I can't see it. It's not out of the realms of possibility. There are fucking idiots about, and look, but for me, I can't see the guy arrested for voyeurism being our perpetrator in this. I don't. And I think, again, without being repetitive, the fact that this front door was seemingly left open, it does kind of fall into that, you know, the backing up that the girls upstairs were the intended initial target. And I do truly believe that he then...
All right, guys, there you have it. So, as far as the frat party goes, as far as everything happening that night and them losing their lives, everything does not add up, including the food truck, guys. There's something that we are all missing. There's something that the police is actually missing. Did they actually, like, take the trash, shut the trash routes down on time? Could the knife have been in there? Have they checked where the trash cans was actually dumped in that location? Because, I mean, you have neighbor giving their DNA up willingly on this case just because he is socially awkward. Crazy, guys. I have no idea. Could the killer have actually sat in the back in the woods and stalked these girls for a while? Maybe. Who knows? This is all speculations, guys. Anyways, guys, but first, love yourself, like yourself, be nothing but yourself. Like and subscribe to the channel, it's highly appreciated. Without further ado, guys, your boy Deuces. I'm out. Thank you, guys.